YouTube. Hey man, we back with a little, I don't know what this is called, bruh. We back with some gameplay, 2K21 gameplay slash a little bit of a tutorial, if you want to call that what it is. Alright, so we got a little Mycourt going on here, bruh. I said Mycourt. We got a little Mycourt and Mycourt, bro. You know, we gotta get in that Mycourt to hoop, to practice your moves, practice everything. But you know, I ain't seen a lot of people talk about this, but you can definitely get the full court. You can move full court on the Mycourt, but there's a defender in front of you. So I personally like using this when I'm hooping, when I'm trying to work on my combos, when I'm trying to figure out stuff. I like using this because it's also nice to have that defender guarding you to get you that bump animations, because certain animations you can't do, or certain animations they're gonna look different when there's a defender guarding you. So it's definitely solid. I definitely like this addition that they added to the game, because you can get that full Mycourt experience, and it really helps. Right here I'm really testing the L2 or LT stop. So like, that's the one thing I've been having trouble with. I play like 4 park games just trying to see how it feels in park, and I've been having trouble stopping. Like, I've been cooking people, but I couldn't stop and shoot. That's been really my only problem. I went on a little 2-game park streak. Shooting is really not tough for me personally. You'll see in these clips I'm greening, and there's even a clip where I went, nah, it's just, you don't go, I'm just greening, just say that much. But yeah, bruh, definitely if you're gonna practice your moves, try out the full court version. You really get more space. The defender only comes up when you're around like half court. That's when he comes up, so you're straight the whole time, bruh. You're straight the whole time. It allows you to, because there's these bump animations. I'm telling you, bro, you'll dribble gun in Mycourt, and then you'll go to park, and it's either one or two things. It'll feel really good, the movement will feel really good, or you'll be getting bumped a lot. You'll be getting bumped out your moves. One of them is the behind the back. When you're close to someone, you can't get that full behind the back. It gives you a weird animation, and it makes sense. So a thing that I was practicing was a safer version. So when you're close to someone, a behind the back into a crossover. So doing the behind the back and flicking your stick up, flicking your right stick up, it helps. It helps because you got a little bit of a smoother animation off the weird one when someone's guarding you. And I'd suggest using like the Cobb guy from the story, using the Cobb dude, because he's a solid defender. He's not OD. He doesn't bump you OD, but he definitely bumps you a little bit. And then I played against George Hill. I'm on a Buck, so I played against George Hill, and he wasn't bumping me that much. But it's just solid for them to give you that bump animation, to give you a little bit of realism, you know, just to practice your moves a little bit. And then if you're just trying to learn some new combos, just hop in, shoot around like everyone else. That's basically what I've been doing so far. And yeah, just watch these clips.
Yo, this shit OP.
Yeah, after these clips, I'll show you my method for getting my badges too, bro. I know people. I don't think people have been struggling anymore. It's pretty easy to get badges, especially shooting badges, because shooting's not even hard anymore after they patched it in my career. And I really like that because you can just run around, not even paying attention to your screen, and shoot a white and it'll go in. That's what I've been doing. I've just been chilling, shooting some whites. Just do a step back, make sure you're like open a little bit, and just shoot it. And you should be solid. And then, in my opinion, you should be going for try and go for all your badges. So try and play defense to get your defensive badges. Maybe not finishing badges. I'm not a finisher. I only have one finishing badge. But shoot when you're on offense, and then throw oops to like 20 alley oops. What I do is, since Acampo's the only one who can grab Acampo's the only one who can grab an alley oop, bro. He's literally the only one who can grab a board. An alley oop, it's crazy. But I'll throw out when they sub out Acampo is when I start shooting, and then when he's in the game, that's when I'm throwing oops and stuff like that. But yeah, that's my method, and it helps me. You'll see in the clip, I got a lot of badges, bro. I got like 9K playmaking badges, 9,000 playmaking badges, and 17,000 shooting badges. And it really depends on what you focus more. I feel like on the Lakers, it'll be easier because there's more people who can grab an alley-oop. So if you're on the Lakers, you just throw it up till you get to like 20 alley-oops, and then you just shoot 2. And then you'll get solid shots. Also, if you have sharp takeover or shot creating takeover, just make sure you fade. Once you get your takeover, just start fading. It's important that you do that too, and then you do the standstill threes, all that stuff. That's all solid if you want to get your badges up for real. Trust me on that. See me going crazy a little bit. I'm trying to figure out these combos, bruh. Momentum into the behind the back. If y'all want the Curry slide, it's really easy. I'll say it right now. Make sure a lot of you YouTubers, I don't know why they don't tell you this, but go to your dribble moves. If your pro stick, I go to your control settings. If your controller is on, if it says right stick for dribble moves only, make sure you change it to default. Once you do that, when you hold your stick diagonal down to the opposite ball hand, it's gonna hit the Curry slide every time. It's really easy. Alright, so right here we got the my career gameplay, bruh. This is the my career gameplay. This is the method. This is what you gotta do. You feel me? This is what you gotta do to get the buckets, to get the moves, to get the points, to get the badges, to get the rep. Or is it, wait, I forgot what it's called. The blue bar. To get the blue bar up. This is the method, bro. I got 39K from the blue bar. I got 9,000 plus on my playmaking. I got 17,000 on my shooting, and I got 1,000 on my defensive. I don't really know how to get defensive badges, but 1,300 is pretty solid. 1,300 pretty solid every game, you know. Once I figure out how to get defensive badges, I'll definitely add that to the method. And I didn't really focus on finishing badges because I only got 1. But if I was to say for finishing badges, I would say do 1. just do it intertwined at either game. One game you do shooting, one game you do finishing, and then you just keep switching it. That's what I would say. So for my method is, and I'm on the Bucks, right? I'm on the Bucks. You can see what I'm doing. You see Ocampo. Coach is gonna sub him out, sub me out. I don't really got that starting spot yet. Like this is like what, a couple games in. I don't got that starting spot. So what I do is, whenever I'm in the game with Ocampo, with Giannis, what I do is I pass him, I throw the alley-oops to him, because no one else on the team can really catch boards like that. Whenever I throw them boards, they just, like, whenever I throw them oops, they just fucking, they don't catch that shit, bro. Like, they'll make my player throw it all the way over, like I'm throwing it badly. But I put on gold Lob City at one point, and they were still not catching it, so I put it back to silver. You don't even need silver. You could do it if you're on the Lakers or something. You could do it without Lob City. Trust me. Like, I did it without Lob City, and I got 20 assists. And you don't need to worry about the turnovers. The turnovers don't affect anything. So just make sure you go there, press L1, press R1, and then hold the button for the player that you want to set the screen. When he sets the screen, you use the screen and cut to the paint. And if you're a little ahead of him, press L, hold LT, let him catch up and throw the board. If you're not ahead of him and he's ahead of you, make sure you could just set him up a little bit. Or if I have a player like Giannis, he tends to run to the paint anyway. So sometimes when I'm drawing the defense's attention, and when I notice that his defender is playing up, I'll just wait for Giannis to run to the paint and throw him the board, bruh. So when you're on the Lakers, it's definitely going to be easier. You have Braun, you have JaVale McGee, you have AD. All those guys should be able to catch boards. I think all those guys should have Lob City. They should be able to catch a board. That's all you need to worry about. As long as they have Lob City, they'll be able to catch a board. So definitely the Lakers is the ideal team. But when I was doing it, they didn't pop up on my thing, so I just picked Giannis. As you can see here, 37K attribute points, bro. 17K shooting, 1.7K defensive, and I think 9,000 something playmaking. Definitely solid if you do that every game, or if you want to focus solely on shooting. Just make sure you don't play defense. Do like I did in the video, do half court trap. Or you don't even need to do a half court trap. Just get the ball on the offensive end and throw it up. When you have takeover, make sure if you have shooting takeover or shot creating takeover, fade the ball. But that's it, bro. If y'all enjoyed this video, bro, make sure to hit that sub. Please hit that like button too. You know what it is. I'm out, bro.
Don't make me laugh. In the stew, I've been working on my craft. What I spend in the end, I make it back.